Hi, I'm Hub Arkush, along with Associate Editor Kevin Fishbane, as we continue our series of training camp opening reports. And now we focus on the Miami Dolphins, who had a rather curious offseason. They let their only legitimate Pro Bowler in Brandon Marshall get away via trade. They bring in a rookie quarterback, a veteran who almost was once in the past, and then a guy who was, and you wonder if Chad Ochocinco can be any more. Who are the key additions this offseason?
Well, because of HBO's Hard Knocks Hub, we're all going to get used to who these guys are, and I think Chad Ochocinco is kind of on this reclamation path of trying to get back to the way he was after a very disappointing season with New England, and the Dolphins need him to step up a wide receiver. But Ryan Tannehill, he's the future of that franchise. You know, nobody really expects him to start day one, but it doesn't mean that all eyes are going to be on him in training camp and the preseason. And the Dolphins' second-round pick, Jonathan Martin, he could start at right tackle, and I think all eyes are going to be on him as well to see if he's able to get used to the NFL game.
We know that head coach Joe Philbin would love to run a pure West Coast offense. Don't know if he has the horses to do that right now. Reggie Bush, an interesting weapon. What will this team focus on most on offense in the training camp?
Well, they're going to find a way to get the passing game clicking. First is find the quarterback. Is it going to be Matt Moore? Is it going to be David Garrard? Then you got to find the wide receivers and tight ends to step up. The one thing that we kind of they're hinting at is that they're really going to use the tight end more. Charles Clay, the rookie Michael Agnew, along with Anthony Fasano, but they need other receivers to step up. We know the running game is pretty sound, but they need the receivers, and they also got to fix the right side of the O-line. So still a ton of question marks for that Dolphins offense.
Defensively, we know this club can get after the passer. They've been good in spurts, but as a complete defense, they've got work to do.
Yeah, they do. We know they can stop the run. They're going to be more of a 4-3 team this year with Kevin Coyle as a defense coordinator. They got Cameron Wake, Randy Starks, Paul Soliai up front. It's the back end of the defense. And Rashad Jones is free safety. It's going to be big on him to have a good year along with Chris Clemens. And those corners, Vontae Davis and Sean Smith, they talk a big game, they look the part, but those guys really got to do a better job covering other receivers. The Dolphins just were tortured over the middle of the field by teams the last 2 years. They got to shore that up.
Kevin, this team's been in transition the last couple of years. There should be a few young players on this team ready to emerge. Who are the most likely improvements, either off of last year or free agents who might have a big year?
Well, Charles Clay is one guy to really keep an eye on. At the end of last year, he's a versatile guy, can play fullback, tight end. He stepped up last year. He could be that new weapon that whoever's playing quarterback can look for. Jared Odrick is a guy that before last year, people were saying he got double-digit sack potential. He came on strong. Look for him to really be a force opposite Cameron Wake. And Rashad Jones, big position there, free safety. It's his third year. They're looking for him to make a jump. And Leggett Nene, maybe he can actually be the receiver that people kind of thought he was, but injuries have held him back.
You got a couple veterans on the bubble for us, guys who you would think are going to be Dolphins who better be careful?
Well, the rebuilding team, you don't have a whole lot of veterans to worry about. Steve Slayton's one guy. Kind of a sad story with Steve Slayton. Never returned to what he was as a rookie in Houston. Now he's battling to try to be the number 3, number 4 running back in Miami. So he's really struggling. Austin Spittler, Tyrell Johnson, 2 other guys that wouldn't be very significant contributors to begin with, but they are veterans. They're going to have to work hard in camp to earn a spot.
All right, you guys should be ready for Dolphins camp for all of our 32 training camp opening reports, as well as news, notes, and analysis as it happens around the NFL. Stay right here 24 hours a day, 7 days a week at ProFootballWeekly.com.